Honda makes the best engines in the world, with only 1 in every 300 Honda owners having had trouble with its engines. Hi, I am Brian, and I suppose I am credible to speak about the Honda Motor Company because I am very fond of the company. Today I will inform you about the origins of the Honda Motor Company, and in the beginning I will speak about the founder of Honda. Secondly, I will talk about the past of the Honda Motor Company itself, and lastly I will talk about the reliability of its vehicles. So first, let's talk about the founder and creator of the Honda Motor Company. Soichiro Honda, that's his name, was born on November 17th, 1906 in Iwata-gun, Japan. In 1922, he graduated from the Fudama Senior Elementary School. Honda had little tolerance for education and was somewhat of a rebel. He wasn't ever interested in school and never did well in it. Soichiro Honda failed many classes in school, and although Soichiro Honda failed school and never graduated anything past elementary, he created the world's best-selling car company in the world, with more than 30 million Hondas past the age of 25 still working to this day. Soichiro Honda jumped at every opportunity he had to work with his true love, which was motors. Throughout his life, Honda never forgot the first impression that was when he first saw a car for the first time. Honda participated in auto races and became interested in cars and motorcycles. Soon, he was experimenting with engines, and in 1928, he organized the Tohei Seiki Company to manufacture piston rings, some of which were sold to Toyota. While Soichiro was making a living creating piston rings, he failed at his piston ring manufacturing over and over again. But for him, failing never stopped him, and instead it fueled his ambitions to be greater than he was before. Honda's first attempts at the personal motor business came in the mid-1940s during World War II, when he designed and manufactured a small engine that could be attached to a bicycle to create a motorbike. In 1948, he organized the Honda Motor Company. The next year, Honda manufactured a small motorcycle called the Dream, that was his name, and prepared to enter the highly competitive Japanese market, which he did through effective advertising. Within a decade, Honda becomes the top leading motorcycle manufacturer in the world. So now that I have spoken about Soichiro Honda, which is the founder of Honda, I will talk about the next component of the speech, which would be the Honda company itself, not necessarily the founder. So just like previously mentioned earlier, Honda Motors started out as a motorcycle company, with the first motorcycle being called the Dream. This motorcycle was first manufactured in the year 1949 by Soichiro Honda and the company's co-founder Taheko Fujisawa. The following year, Honda Motors creates the E-Type motorbike and sells 500 units a month, and in 3 years it sells about 32,000 units a month. By the year 1958, the Honda Motor Company has dominated the Japanese motor industry and wants to move manufacturing elsewhere in the world. Honda Motors sends an investor to America and finds out that America is the land of automobiles. And on June 11, 1959, Honda Motors moves into the U.S. in Los Angeles. At this time, Honda sells its only product, motorcycles, in America, but later finds out that Americans don't usually ride motorcycles, they ride cars. In 1969, a big year for the company, Honda Motors launches its first ever automobile in America, the N600. This car is the first vehicle Honda changes its logo to, which is a big H. By the year 1974, the Civic is released with a CVCC engine and is the first engine appointed for the U.S. Clean Air Act that it must recognize for the U.S. market. 2 years later, Honda Motors releases the all-new Accord in 1976. It is very popular and sells very well in America, and for the next decade and a half, the company does well as it has been doing since its birth, which is constantly making its vehicles better and learning from its mistakes. In 1991, unfortunately, Soichiro Honda dies and is appointed the Order of the Rising Sun Award and is inducted into the Automobile Hall of Fame in Michigan. Now that I have talked about the founder and history of Honda, I will now talk about the reliability of Honda vehicles. Soichiro Honda always wanted his products to be original and very well engineered. According to the book Inside the World's Most Innovative Car Company, published in 2014, the 1995 Honda Civic reliability was 4.5 out of 5, and it ranked first out of all 32 car brands at the time because of the 1.5 liter D15 Z1 i4 engine that it had. It was very well built. It could withstand 155,000 miles without any maintenance on it. For the next coming years, Honda continued to have the best-selling car, the Honda Civic, have it be the North American Best Car of the Year 5 times in a row. Those model years would be 1995, 2000, 2006, 2013, and 2016. Honda vehicles to this day are very economic and suitable for all kinds of people. According to Scotty Kilmer's documentary on Honda vehicles, released on August 21st, 2020, Honda Accords still progress to be very dependable vehicles. A Honda Accord has the potential to last for 250,000 miles if it's cared for properly, even if it's a used model. Hondas have been consistent when it comes to dependability and have always been in the top 10 for reliability. In 2013, Honda was ranked first for engine reliability by Kelley Blue Book, with a failure rate of 1 in only 300 Honda vehicles. So right now I just discussed about Honda reliability, and in conclusion I informed you about the founder and history of Honda as well as the quality of its vehicles. In summary, Soichiro Honda, the founder of Honda Motor Company, founded the company in 1948 making motorbikes. Later in 1959, Honda entered the American market, which it succeeded in making both bikes and cars. The spirit the company has to keep making its product better and better allowed itself to have very well built engines for cars and motorbikes that are the best in the world, having millions upon millions of its cars past the age of 20 running to this day.